One thing the Destiny community loves is third-party tools that help you get the job done. Unfortunately, almost everyone suggests one specific tool. While DIM or the Destiny Item Manager is great, there are so many awesome tools out there. Here's a list of my top 5. Coming in at number 5 is D2 Foundry. This is a community-driven weapon role explorer. The data is gathered from within the community and is validated through testing from the community itself. None of this information comes directly from Bungie, so there is a bit of a disclaimer that it may not be 100% accurate. I mostly use this tool whenever I hear about a new weapon or I get a new weapon and want to see what kind of perks I could get on it. You simply search for any weapon that is currently available in the game. When you find a weapon that you're looking for, you can simply choose between whether you want a PvP focused role or a PvE focused role. The PvE focused ones, you can also specify different strikes, gambit, dares, any of the activities, or any of the combatant types that you would like to get feedback on. When you choose the perk that you would like to look for, it also provides you different community feedback based on both what is supplied, as in this one on corkscrew rifling will give me a +5 stability, range, and handling, while I can also see directly what language is being used in Destiny that says that it slightly increases range and stability and slightly increases handling speed. As you select different perks, you can see how the stats for the weapons change. You can even drill down into even more specific data. For instance, if you're looking at a PvP weapon, you can see what the estimated time to kill is for a weapon against any guardian with various stats. If you're also trying to look for information based on crafting weapons, you can also choose the enhance option to see what enhanced perks will do. All in all, you can really just drill down into the weapon specifically and choose all the various different options that you can with the masterwork available, all the different perks, and even what sort of mods you want to add to see how the weapon changes based on what you've chosen. Each choice that you make will alter all of the data over here under stats, so that way you can see how the weapon fully changes and is useful as you use it in the game. You can also include other things like what exotic armor you're wearing, what sort of armor mods that you have going on, and what other buffs and abilities may be active, so that way you can fully see at the end what do you expect to have happen while you are in a particular type of encounter. When you're done and you have a weapon that you would like to save, you can simply select the screenshot mode, which will give you a image based on all of your selections, and you can save that image. Hopefully one day they add some sort of account that you could save the data to this account, but until then, this is a pretty handy way to share the information that you've created and have conversation with your friends. If you have multiple weapons that you would like to compare just to see what you would actually like to do, simply click the compare button. And when you have multiple selected, click the compare button down below, and it'll take you to a page where you can see all of the different traits and aspects for the two weapons compared with each other. All in all, I like Foundry quite a bit, especially when I'm trying to explore weapons specifically. I find it to be a really useful tool to understand what all the perks are and what I can expect from a particular weapon. Next up, number 4 on the list is D2 Armor Picker. This is an easy to use tool for making your builds. It syncs with your vault, logging in with your Bungie account. You simply have to choose the stats that you want to have, and it curates all the possible combinations based on what armor you have available. So say you want to have a tier 10 resilience, all you have to do is click 100 and it'll filter through all of your armor to put together a build that is going to have a 100 stat in the resilience. Each of these selections you can fine tune even further by picking specific exotics that you want to make sure are a part of your build. You find an exotic you want, just click it, and then it will once again filter all of your options to include that exotic. You can also provide further limitations by using either specific mods, specific energy availability, different fragments based on whatever subclass that you want to use, and then there are other advanced options as well. Once you have a build put together that you think you would like, the D2 Armor Picker also will provide you with everything that you need to do to make sure that you are able to use the build to the best of its ability. You can copy the query straight to DIM, which will allow you to do some quick, easy access if you're using the Destiny Item Manager. But even beyond that, it lists out what armor pieces you need, what their stats are, and if you click the what to do now option, it will even tell you that you need to move these items it'll tell you what items need to be masterworked, and it'll tell you what, if any, mods need to be placed on your armor pieces to get the stats that you're asking for. I often use this tool when I start playing with my armor to get a certain build going, and it's a great tool to use as you get into build crafting. Since this is a video that is about my favorite Destiny tools and tips, I should probably say you should subscribe to my channel. So yeah, do that. Back to the list. Number 3 on our list is another simple, easy to use one function tool called Engram.blue. This tool will track how many patterns you still need to be able to unlock and how many you have unlocked. And then once you have a pattern completely unlocked, the item will appear green and it'll tell you what level your current crafted version is. There will even be an indicator letting you know if you are able to purchase a pattern for this item. The tool coming in at number 2 on the list is called Destiny Recipes. This tool has a few different functions. Most of its functionality that I think is best actually kind of requires some syncing with the Destiny item manager. The tool still accesses your Bungie account, but item management is actually done through something like the Destiny item manager. The first part of this tool is called Checklist. It's for your pre-seasonal checklist to see how prepared you are for the next season. It keeps track of how prepped you are by checking how many resources you have, how many stored bounties you have, and what your vault space currently looks like. You can also keep a list of the weapons that you would like to target as you play throughout the season, and you can keep these weapons with specific roles that you're looking for. It will also show how full you are on your resources and materials, and it also will show you what your current vault space looks like. The second tab is Power Progress. This will help you keep track of your progression through the pinnacle grind in order to level your guardian up to the pinnacle cap. If you have not yet hit the pinnacle cap, it will also provide you a list of activities that you can run and what the pinnacle rewards are for those activities. The third tab is the Loot Companion. This will keep a list of your most recently acquired loot drops, help you tag favorites, junk, and lock the items. The final tab, and the one that I think really makes this tool shine, is the Vault Companion. You can set your own criteria for the items that you would like to keep or discard, including keeping anything that you have in a loadout or tagged otherwise within DIM. Once you have made sure all of your choices are made, you click the Review My Vault button, and then it will guide you through double checking the choices that the application has made. It will then have you go through and double check the choices that the app has made to decide whether or not you actually do want to keep that item or delete it. Once you've finished, Destiny Recipes will then go through and lock all the items that you've elected to keep and unlock all the ones that you've chosen to give up. At that point, you have to actually log into the game and delete the items yourself. This is mostly due to an API limitation. I personally will then move over to DIM and just move the unlocked items to a character to just delete them, but you can certainly do this at the vault, in the tower, or at the helm. For our honorable mention, we have blueberries.gg. This website is filled with articles that are all designed to give you all the information that you're going to need to play Destiny 2. If you're looking for a god roll, simply come to the site, look at god rolls. You can see different types that are right here, or you can even search to find articles that you're looking for. It's filled with enough information that anybody should be able to come in, find what they're looking for, and get back to playing the game. And here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. What's the number 1 third-party app that isn't the Destiny item manager on my list? That is Braytech. This app has a lot built into it. It is effectively all you would ever need to manage your game. If you're in a clan, there's a tab for that. It gives you information about your roster, your admin, your historical stats, everything about your clan in one tab. You want to see what all that you have unlocked and what more there is still for you to get? There's a collections tab that shows you everything that you need to see. Need to get some information about your triumphs? Well, there's a tab for that too. Sometimes the descriptions in-game are not as clear, but on Braytech you can see exactly where you are and how much work you need to accomplish. Need to look at a map and find out where all the scannables and points of interest are? Well, Braytech has you covered on that front too. On the Weeklies tab, you can see all of the current rotations of activities, loot, and modifiers that are active for each activity. You can also manage your inventory and see what is available through vendors as well. There's a tab for you to track your progress progress on quests. You can even see the history of your most recent in-game activities. Need to check up on the lore? Well, there's a way to do the in-game lore here, and you even have access to all of the Destiny 1 Grimoire cards. And one of the coolest features is there's a legend tab that lets you see key points of interest from the entire life of your Destiny account. Basically, this tool has everything you could ever ask for in a third-party app, and that is why it is the #1 spot on my list. Well, there you have it, my top 5 list of third-party tools that are not the Destiny item manager for you to try to play with in your game. Let me know in the comments down below, did you learn about a new tool that you didn't know existed, or did I miss one that you think would fit better on this list? If you like this kind of content, make sure you stick around by making sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. I try to put out a video every month with shorts all the way around, and I stream multiple times a week. Make sure you look at the schedule on the channel. I try to keep that up to date as best I can with what content you can expect. If you don't have anything else, just make sure that you comment down below a big old Tato, and I will catch you guys in the next video.